Hi everyone, I'm Allyssa Jones and I'm new in town. We're kicking off this 3-episode series with a visit from trumpet player Steve Land and friends. It's Mardi Gras, so they're gonna give us a little jazz, but before they do, Steve's gonna teach me how to make gumbo, from scratch, roux included. You ready to see and hear some magic? Great, take a seat, because we're about to get started.
Wild Tulips down in New Orleans, prettiest Indians that you ever seen. Them wild magnolias, they jump into them night war hunters. You know they coming through.
So we're making gumbo, first of all, what kind?
We're making one, it's just chicken and sausage.
Okay.
Basically. Gumbo is the most opinionated dish ever. It could be thin, it could be thick, it could be a dark roux, it could be a lighter roux, it can have seafood, it can not have seafood, it can have tomatoes, it can not have tomatoes. Somebody's gonna watch whatever we're doing and they're gonna immediately, within 10 minutes of what I'm starting, how we start. Nope, that's not how you do it. And it's,
So should I turn the comment section off?
turn the comment section off. Don't even worry about it because somebody's gonna tell you 10 ways, oh, you know what he should have done?
What do we need the oven on for the chicken? How do you like
400.
400?
Well, 400.
I'm gonna start slicing sausage. How big do you want these slices? Does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It could be, it's all opinionated. So it could be some,
I think you're
the
using
band
that.
members
You're
will be
using-
like, it should probably be smaller, actually, because that's how my mom does it.
Well, yeah, that's why you keep saying that. You're doing this disclaimer so that nobody gets up your can about making it wrong.
Yes, I will continuously do this disclaimer. This is how I like it. So this is the roux I made earlier. Duck fat, butter, flour, and vegetable oil. Yep,
That's beautiful.
yeah, I'll pour it all in. Do we have a beer or wine? You don't really need it for the roux, but you kind of need it for the roux.
Okay, I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
So
like-
we have some red wine, but then there's also this like pretty nifty beer.
Oh, that's fine.
It's this.
That's perfectly
It's
fine.
kind of hoppy, but
Yeah.
it's nice and dark. I didn't know about the beer. See, I didn't even know.
Well, see-
that lady didn't put beer in there.
It's not so much about it's not so much about putting it in there. It's the fact that you're gonna be there for so long. You might want, no, I'm serious as a heart
I
attack.
grabbed this out so you could put it inside.
No. I thought we were just gonna have a drink and start the room.
Oh, well, we could do that.
We don't have to.
It's like peanut butter and coffee. It's like a mocha.
Yeah. I mean,
color.
the word is like chocolate milk or darker.
Chocolate milk or darker. Okay.
So this is the vibe. But it's done. So
Right.
I'm going to turn this off for now.
Okay.
We're gonna fry the sausage in the pan with a little butter.
Okay, great. That's so much butter. In there.
Yeah. A lot of butter.
How much did you put?
Plenty.
Oh, okay. That's good. We're gonna be okay.
Right.
We're gonna be all right.
You'll be fine.
Nothing's gonna happen to anybody.
You'll be fine. So we'll do this. That's why you don't eat gumbo all the time.
Okay, well, there you go. No trouble there.
People in Louisiana are just eating gumbos and jambalayas every other day. We wouldn't be able to last. That's just not how it works. Pretty much everything you combine at the same time.
Okay.
Put it all in there with the broth. Yeah.
And then just let it roll.
You let it roll. Add the paprika. Add a lot of paprika. It's very paprika based.
Yeah, you made me get this big
I
old
was like,
container.
get a lot of paprika.
This
Yes.
enormous. I don't like. It's
Exactly.
the biggest one.
Yeah,
I had this size, and now and you're
Yeah.
like, get the.
I'm like, what do you do with that? Like, what do you?
So we're at a point where everything is going to get just thrown in the pot, right? So
Yep.
let's do that. Let's just finish up, and then let everybody set up, and then we just go play for a while.
Yeah.
While this is cooking.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's gonna be very cool. I can't wait. So you're gonna play what?
This is a Bobby Hutchinson song called Tranquility.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yay.
So, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Like that one?
Yeah. When people think jazz in New Orleans, they think certain things, right?
Yeah.
And so we have a keyboard bass instead of an upright bass, and we have a keyboard instead of a piano. Tell me about like this. Like, how did you get from what we all learn and know and love as like the kind of historical, New Orleans jazz to this right here, which is just super awesome and it's like current and relevant. Not that the other isn't, but this is like present voice, present tense.
There is absolutely people are still writing. That's one of the things that I think people don't understand about from this city, that what I've seen. It's people are still making music. They're still writing stuff for how they feel at the moment. And not to say that the past isn't important, because it absolutely is. And none of us would be here without some study from history. But it's actually what I love about this city, and from what I've seen, there's such a clear distinct. I can see so many musicians who can play what we just did and can jump back in time immediately and play some stride piano or something, like, and just because it's all like, it's kind of all one and the same. And that all I can say is, like, guys like Ellis Marcellus, like the other song by Harold Batiste, people are still writing, they're still alive, they're still having their own experiences, and
Right.
and it's I think Louis Armstrong is a progression of what came before him at that time, and it's the same thing. I think it's just a continuation.
Cool. Yeah. It's just important for us to those of us who are new in town, coming from somewhere else, not to kind of freeze the sound in one space. We let hip hop evolve here. We let other things evolve here.
Yeah.
Burlesque has evolved here really well.
Yeah.
But we don't think about that because we want to keep kind of this like, this kind of preciousness about it.
It's the same connection to the rest of the aspects of the city. People, friends and tourists come here, and then, oh yeah, you guys don't just party and drink all day, and I'm like, well, nah, I gotta get up for work in the morning, and like, just like, isn't there a parade every single day? There are a lot of parades, don't get me wrong, but it's like that people are alive and existing and being and eating and living and working, and it's just the same as any other place. So why shouldn't our music continue to progress too?
What else you got?
This song by the great Harold Batiste, Heartless Laughing. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yay! I can't even think after that. So, can you all whip around and introduce yourselves real quick? Just, so that the people know who's in this room. Let's start over here.
I'm Shea Pierre from New Orleans. I'm actually from 20 miles west of New Orleans in St. John Parish. I've been playing piano my whole life. I'm 26 now. Been playing the better part of 20 years. I actually started out playing drums. And I grew up here learning from the great elders. I actually went to NOCA. And I'm still learning and studying here with great people like Donna Harrison and people like Mr. Allyssa and Marcellus. And still really kind of soaking up the culture of the city.
My name is Oscar Rossignoli. I'm from Honduras and I've been in New Orleans for almost 5 years. I'm a pianist and I came to Louisiana in 2011, went to LSU in Baton Rouge and moved to the Big Easy right after graduation. Yeah.
My name is Alfred Jordan, Jr. I play the drums. I'm from right here in this city. It's great, wonderful city. I've been playing drums my whole life, 25, and been playing since I was about 3 years old. Didn't really get into this type of music until, honestly, I went to college. I went to college at Berkeley College of Music. I was fortunate to be blessed with a scholarship to go there, and that really, changed my musical direction.
I've been playing trumpet since, basically my entire life, since I was like 8, I guess. And now I'm going to go ahead and say that's been 24 years ago. Moved to New Orleans about 8 years ago, 9 years ago, but I was playing here before then. I remember I had such a big impression. 2006 was the first time I actually played here. And it's left such an impression on me because of just the frequency of outstanding musicians. And I just knew it. And not only that, but that connection, like we were just talking about, to that old music that the people here had. And as well as, very progressive too. It was, it kind of had a lot of what I wanted, what I like in music and what I wanted out of music.
Can we do one more thing?
Yes.
I'd love it if we could read one of mine.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Understood.
This song comes from a musical that I wrote, my first full one by myself that I wrote.
Okay.
And it's called The Puppet Show. And it is kind of this neo-vaudeville play within a play, kind of having people poke at why they hold the isms that they hold, right? Racism, sexism, ageism, all of those things. With us, kind of casting ourselves as puppets being managed by our expectations, right? And so this character, she's kind of that, vamp, Hottentot, half naked. We tend to put our young black women in no clothes and all of their glory on display. So this is her singing about that. This is not a little song to soothe the lovesick soul. This is not a mindless ditty to make you tap your toe. What this is my decree. Everything you want from me is yours to take for free. I'll be your good time. I got what you need and more. Just know you're a good time. don't get to sing. Someone else always gets to sing these songs, so it's kind of fun. Who's hungry?
Yes.
I know. Yeah, we've been waiting to eat. Let's get some bowls and get some food to eat.
Yes.
Yay! It smells so good.
It worked out?
It did. I did. Well, nobody can say anything. Well, the comments people can say something, but that's too bad. They're wrong. Whatever they're saying,
I don't care about
it's
you in
wrong.
the comments. I don't care.
They're wrong because we're eating it. It's delicious. So we also have something else rice on the table. So one of the things that I wanted to share is something from where I come from. So there's rice pudding. Bread pudding is big down here. But I always loved the rice pudding. And my grandma stopped making it for a while. I don't know why she stopped. She found the bread pudding and it was over for the rice pudding. And so when I was thinking about what to pair with this to say thank you, it's like, let me bring back the rice pudding.
Nice.
So you'll have to, if you've never had it before,
Never had
you'll
it.
have to, and it's the baked kind. So there's two kinds of rice pudding. There's that creamy kind of white kind that you can get, and that's the stovetop one, but we always like the kind that came out. It's like stovetop macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese. There's really only one kind of macaroni and cheese. The other kind is what you do in an emergency. When you have an emergency.
That's very true, yeah.
I agree.
Where can people hear you all? How do we find out where we can follow you? Maybe go around and say, where do we look for you?
Pretty regularly at Bacchanal. I play at Bacchanal all the time. And besides that, I play with Shannon Powell a lot on Saturdays at the Carousel Bar. It was a lot of fun.
It's
What's your Twitter handle?
Twitter handle? I don't do Twitter. Instagram, the Steve Lands.
Yes.
The Steve Lands.
And we will be posting all of your info on the page so
yeah.
you can click and find y'all too.
Find me on the Facebooks and the Instas.
I play Spotty Cat on Sundays. With Robin Barnes at 7. And then 10:30 with Pat Casey with your sound.
Yeah. Run the gauntlet.
I play with Big Sam's Funky Nation, and we travel a lot. So that's my main gig right now, besides church. And I mean, I play with these cats all the time. So, yeah.
Right.
They just did this last night.
Right.
Not off the presses.
At Alfred Jordan Jr. on Instagram. Yeah, I don't do Facebook.
Twitter, just Instagram.
One is enough.
I
It's a
barely
lot.
do Instagram.
I kind of travel a lot. And you catch me at the Jazz Playhouse every other Wednesday with Michael Watson.
Well, we're going to keep eating and chatting. But you can hear all about these guys, find out all about them at the bottom of the page, just under where you're watching this right now. Ways to click and hear them, see them, like them, share them, particularly with people in Boston and Chicago and all of those parts. Y'all need to know about these fine folks here playing. This is episode 1. We will see you next week for another episode of New in Town. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Keep eating, there's too much food.
If you insist.
All right, sure.
Well, that's it for this edition of New in Town. Please check out all the artists that you met today. Click around the page, check their links out, check out their music, stream it, buy it, share it around, and be sure to join us next time on New in Town.